As I said, there are 100 and something columns into things, thereabouts. A 262-page book selling for the incredibly low price of $16, tax included. They make wonderful Christmas gifts. Okay, well, let me ask before you are dismissed, any other questions about the stuff, what I do, what I did, where I am? I do other things besides try to hawk a book. As I mentioned earlier, I'm up at the Williamsburg Players right now at a Christmas Carol. I work as a historical interpreter. My principal character is Benjamin Franklin, whom I have portrayed here actually a couple of times. I've also been very active with a group called the Contraband Historical Society, which tries to preserve the memory and educate the public about a momentously important historical event that took place at Fort Monroe right at the beginning of the Civil War, the first action by the United States government to liberate any enslaved people from their masters, where General Benjamin Butler refused to return some enslaved runaways to their masters, claiming that they were contraband of war. Yep. And that started the ball rolling with enslaved people rushing to sanctuary from the United States Army and the Confiscation Act and the establishment of the United States Colored Troops and the Emancipation and the 13th Amendment. And it all began at Fort Monroe. And at least once every year, I'm down there at Fort Monroe where I portray General Benjamin Butler, and I was active with the presentations there, and I took part in the Living History program at last August's commemoration of the 1619 arrival of the first Africans to English America at what is now Fort Monroe. So I've been keeping busy with all of those things, and I'll have one more question. Any sort? Yes.
And did you leave out your portrayal of a character at the Mariners Museum?
Oh yes, well that was just the one that was just film thing. So
but isn't it still?
That is correct. It's still there. If you go to the Monitor Center at the Mariners Museum, you will see that they have all these video portrayals of various historical characters who were involved in the Monitor in Virginia story. And I am the chap who is portraying John Erickson, the designer of the Monitor. Okay, very nice. I think I did a good job, except when I go back and listen to myself, I say, gee, that accent I'm using sounds more Russian than Scottish. But I did my best. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Well, if that is all, if any of you are so inclined, my lovely female assistant, whom I'm married to, is back there with a bunch of the books, and you can read ones I've read and many, many others, which I do hope you'll find amusing, because several readers have told me over the years that they did. I want to thank you very much for coming out and listening to me. We fill almost every seat. Isn't that nice? Yeah. And so thank you for coming out and listening, and all of you have a Merry, Merry Christmas or whatever holiday. God bless everyone.